I was just down in Santa Monica last week, and
you can say that every week, Rivers.
The people I was with wanted to see 3rd Street Promenade, and so I happened to whip around.
That's one of those places, if you live here, you're like, why would you go down
You just want to
there?
see. They all want to see a Caruso property.
Yeah.
They all just want to see a Caruso property.
Like, do you want to walk down a street that's not really a street, it's a shopping center that looks nice.
And that's like the basis of any Caruso property is it has to be a hindrance to commerce, but still somehow commerce.
Well, it's not. They are not a Caruso property.
They are not.
They are owned by something called Downtown Santa Monica Incorporated. DTSM.
DTSM.
Yeah,
that sounds filthy.
It sounds way more fun than it actually is.
Down to sex mouth.
Down to sex mouth. That's the sound of sex mouth.
Oh God, are you going to be my problem today?
Are you going to be my problem tonight? Are you going to be my problem tonight? Flim floor, flim
If
flim
you want
floor.
me to be, I will.
It's an 800 number where someone's just it's like a switchboard. He has a switchback between a million calls. It's like you blah, 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 blah. There's your sex mouth. What do you want to be my problem tonight?
Well, down there used to be a parking structure, and I'm sure you all know well. It's the one right next to West Side Comedy Theater.
Oh yeah,
and that parking structure got demolished and
By the rains?
No. Like that'd be amazing. It just floated down into the ocean somehow.
Yeah.
No, it was a 50-year-old structure, and they knocked it down, which sucks if you're trying to do a show at West Side,
Right?
Because now you have to
Yuck.
park down the street. But it's just this big vacant lot, and I think they knocked it down in like 2021.
Wow.
So
I've
here's
not been to the West Side Mike in
Same.
1,000 years.
right.
Same.
Well, so but here's the thing. So I ended up chatting with Chris Gorbos, the owner of West Side Comedy Theater. I was like, what happened to your parking lot? And so he told me, well, they removed it to build low-income housing. And I was like, oh, great. That's awesome. That's awesome.
They didn't do that.
Yeah, well, no, they did. It all got approved. Everything was ready to go. But then apparently they were too slow building the low-income housing. So now they're building, and I'm not kidding, 2 spheres.
Where the parking lot across the fucking street from the West Side Comedy Theater
What's
is?
the sphere going to be of?
In Vegas.
Wait, how big is a sphere? Are they like
As
Be a
big as you
sphere?
want it to be.
I mean, 2.
No!
Not 1.
We need
2
places for homeless people to
spheres.
live.
And I
no
was-
shit?
I
And
was-
no,
You know what?
seriously.
Okay, let me hear this. You know what? You don't get. You can pick Santa Monica. You can either be down for the Olympics,
Dude.
or and build the housing, or you can be against the Olympics and get your fucking spear.
Yeah.
That's what you get. I can't even say it. I said spear.
I-
Sphere.
If we got
fuck?
a spear,
We don't
tear
have
that shit down.
unless that sphere has people living in it.
It's like
Wait,
an entertainment sphere.
So when I saw the videos on Bono's personal vlog about
Yes.
the sphere,
Yeah.
it seemed like it was fucking huge, not the size of that parking.
Yeah,
structure.
well, that's the thing. It's going to be
A baby sphere?
Yeah, it's going to be 2 baby spheres
2 baby spheres
next to each other. Yes,
Oh.
and
so then you can just see like yellow card there or something, like someone like a little lower.
Yellow card.
It'll probably
card.
just be a giant LED advertising screen.
no, it's got shit inside. One of them is it's called an arcade, and it's based on some children's program that I've never heard of. And then the second one is like a performance space. But I was
I'm a
like,
41-year-old woman who rents a room in Pasadena. For the love of God, build more houses in this city, or I will allegedly burn it to the fucking ground.
Oh, shit.
but
They
I was
need to.
I was like, if I was writing a joke for a television program, that is too outlandish. Of like, oh no, we're gonna, instead of doing low income housing, we're gonna do 2 spheres.
That does
because
sound.
spheres are the opposite of low income housing.
It sounds like it sounds like a storyline from Parks and Recreation.
Yes, it's totally. This is
deranged.
Aziz Ansari and
You know the new
what's
thing
his
is-
name's business
We
picture.
don't need, but I want to speak.
Yeah. with 8 E's.
Dude, you know what this is really? It's like the same people that are going to work at the Sphere worked at axe throwing places and worked at escape rooms.
Yeah,
it's like the new carny folk.
And before that, it was Nashville hot chicken, and before that, it was poke bowls, and before that, it was grilled
Like
cheese.
these people have been depriving homeless people of shelters for not the people working there. They're making an honest living. I
Yeah.
understand.
Sure.
But the people fucking. I mean, like. I've seriously run into like 4 people in the last couple of months who are like, I'm out of a job, man. My axe throwing place went under.
Oh my God.
My axe throwing.
There's like a million of them. And
Do
like,
we all realize that axe throwing is not something we need?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
I think it was like
It's a
you do it
luxury.
once and you're like, all right. Like, you know what I mean? It's like silent disco. You're like, that was cool. What, you want to run a silent disco business? No.
Yeah, yeah.
Axe throwing is like darts for fucking
For-
brutes. It's
yeah,
it's
for
brutal.
small-
It's darts
small
for the hazy
penis.
IPA group. It's like I don't want to focus my eyes really because I'm really drunk. So I'm just going to throw this.
It is kind
hopefully not near our waiter.
Also, I think we had in the last 15 years we've had a rise of games
Bar games
for
because
men to feel more manly.
Sure.
To justify the beards. Looking at you, Sam.
yeah, I mean definitely
To justify the
and,
beards.
and that's the only reason you grow a beard is to show off how badass of a man you are.
Definitely not to hide your chin.
Hey, who told the girls about that?
God,
God damn it.
That's because all
Who's
of us-
running intel to the ladies?
That's our
Listen,
secret thing.
that's why we're all growing out our snatch hair actually now, is to hide our pussy chins. That's what we're doing.
You and me both, sister.
Mm.
Tell you
You
what.
know what? Get me a dry bar special right now.